I will request you all to practice at least one P4 daily and share your doubts with me. ठीक है, तो हम लोग इसको मैनेज कर लेंगे, अदरवाइज इट वुड बी अ लॉन्ग टाइम, आप लोग नहीं कर पाओगे, आगे चल के आपका सिलेबस काफी रहता है अभी. ठीक है, सो टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस अबाउट द लाइट्स problems in this crash course. So when I talk about the light, the questions which are coming from the light, they are of several nature. I mean, the most, the scattered topic is that, right? And if I go to the uh, classification of this, so there are the hard MCQs in that. Then in theory, there are I mean very hard questions, and in ATP, mostly in ATP, this section is the most favorite section of the examiner. So one question is must over there in ATP. So that is why this light topic is really, really important, right? So please consider all the points what I will tell you. So first of all, when I divide the light into sections, you will go to reflection, then the second will be refraction, and third will be your uh, total internal reflection. Actually, mainly there are two points are two concepts which are asked to you from the light in IGCSE. This total internal reflection is the part of this one, refraction. Okay, so in reflections की application में आपके पास क्या आ जाएगा? You will be moving towards the mirrors. ठीक है ना? So all mirror questions will be asked to you from reflection. Then all your lenses, glass slab, okay, then prism, all these are basically coming from your refraction. That is why I have written कि ये आपके पास दो ही टॉपिक होते हैं mainly. So moving towards a reflection. So reflection means you have to know about the mechanism. So what is reflection basically? Zainab joined.
Yes.
Okay, Zainab, reflection बताओ. Bouncing back of
Um,
light
yes.
from an opaque medium, non-transparent medium, right? Okay, तुम लोग इकट्ठे चले जाओगे, it's not a big issue. Okay, next is reflection के laws हैं जो आप लोगों ने याद रखने हैं. Laws are, there are two important laws, that angle of incidence, sorry, reflect, sorry, incident ray, reflected ray, incident ray, incident ray, reflected ray. This is basically a common law for use for refraction also. So incident ray, reflected ray, and normal to the surface lie at the same plane. Sorry. Normal to the surface lie on the same plane, right? Lie at same plane. It's although not very, you know, complicated statement, but for the students it is complicated. Why? Because when I say that, okay, this is that plane from which the reflection is taking place, so I mean that all the light rays which I am going to incident, they must be on the same position. ये check करो जरा. For example, if this is the mirror, then what will be your choice? Your choice will be that the light which is falling over here, it should be reflected back from the same point, where the normal to this point or normal to this surface should be anywhere here. Is it? Here should be the normal. Is it clear to all?
Yes.
So they are at the same plane. Plane means this thing. For example, if I say that this is the plane, so I will just draw a line here. This is the plane. Do you understand the plane? I mean, this is the surface. This is the mirror. It will not that के आपकी इंसिडेंट रे मिरर की किसी और मिरर पे पड़ रही है रिफ्लेक्शन किसी और पे पड़ रही है. So this is first law. The most important law here, it is the normal. The most important law, this is surface, this is your incident ray, this is your reflected ray. Reflected ray. Okay, law number two. I told you the most important law. That is angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. Angle of incident, yeah, incidence equals to angle of reflection. Okay जी. So angle of incidence. तो मतलब सीधा सीधा theta I should be equals to theta r. Or you can simply say that I will be equals to r. I will be equals to r. So is this clear to everyone? This one.
Yes, sir.
According to that, if I say that this is angle of incidence, remember this thing, really, really important. This is not, this is not the angle of incidence. Okay. And then this one is your angle of refraction. This one, not this one. This is not refraction. This is not R. This is not I. Is this very clear to everyone? Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now moving back to the application areas. Application areas are simply the mirror questions. Okay, the applications are, as I told you, that you have to talk about the mirrors. So in mirrors, what is the main area or what is important to know? That is, yes, image formation. ना mirrors में क्या होता है हमारे पास? In mirrors, we have plane mirrors in our syllabus, right? Not the curvature mirrors or not the curved mirrors. So plane mirrors means if you have a, surface like this one, so this surface is behaving just like a mirror, then I will draw normal on that surface where I'm gonna incident the light ray. So let's say this is your normal to the surface. Okay, normal to the surface. So the ray what I will incident here, that ray is, suppose this is the incident ray, it is incident over here, and this ray will be reflected back in the same direction at the same, sorry, at the same angle, but on the other side of this normal. So when it is reflecting on the other side of the normal, what will you say? You will simply say, okay, you will simply say that it is basically reflected at certain rules. So this is your angle of incidence, this is your angle of reflection. But problem is this, that here was the object from which the light was coming. You know? This was the object. Am I right?
Yes.
So here is the observer. For this observer, the light ray is not coming from this point. This is the object point. For this one, the observer will, yani this object, yani this observer, that observer will think that the light which is coming to me or the light which is reaching to me, it is coming from this point. Is it clear to you?
Yes.
Okay, अब देखो. Now I will draw a certain point here. Suppose it is here. So this observer will think, okay, light तो इधर से आ रही है. So here is the image of the position of the image. So this is the image position. I mean image position. This is just a single ray diagram, but I will draw this ray again. This is actually the observer's, imagination. But the properties of ray, properties of the image, यहाँ पे मैं बल्कि पहले draw कर लेता हूँ, then we will write the properties. No, first I have to talk about the properties with you. Then I would be able to draw that according to the properties. So properties में क्या करना है? सबसे पहली बात ये आप लोगों ने याद रखनी है कि Object and image will be at equal distance from mirror. Object and image are at same distance from mirror. Are you getting this point?
Yes.
मतलब ये है कि if I think or if I say that this is the distance of object from the mirror, this is the distance of image from the mirror. So your distance of image or distance of object would always be equals to distance of image. This is your rule. This is your rule number one. That distance and distance of image and distance of object would always be same. Okay, ji? Okay, let me write second rule here because that works in front of this. Second rule is that image and object would be perpendicularly in front of each other, exactly in front of each other. So image is exactly front of front of object, exactly front of object across the mirror, across the mirror. Is this very clear to all? देखो, here is the object. So this object will give you the image across the mirror. This is your mirror. Let's say this is your mirror. But exactly in front. तो आपके पास जितने भी questions आते हैं, where you have to hunt this. If you know these two rules, you will never be betrayed to find the position of the image. ठीक है जी? ये बात clear है? Position of the image clear है?
Yes.
Okay, now I will talk about properties of this one. The properties are third, yani general properties other than those two, because I have mentioned them. So the third property is uh, image of same size, right? The image is of same size. Yani once you see yourself in front of the mirror, if it is not a I mean, if it is not a converging mirror or diverging mirror, what do you think? How will it look like? आपको खुद को कितना नजर आओगे आप लोग? At the same size of your body, or it would be something less or more? It would be of same size. Just mind it. आप कभी छोटा बड़ा नहीं होते हो. But this will be very important what I'm doing right now. This one. The red eye will be over here and blue eye will be over here. Yes. Remember this thing. This is the top, yani head top. So this is the head of the top of the head. This is the tail. So this is the tail of the object. So simply speaking, object and image of same size, and what do they have? They have lateral inversion, right? They have lateral inversion. Lateral inversion means left is on the right and right is on the left. Am I right? Did you see?
Yes.
Okay. The fifth property is it is upright. 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 Upright means objects head is image is head. Both are on the same side, and object's tail is on the image tail. So these five properties are mandatory to now. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes.
Okay, अब हम लोग आते हैं रे ट्रेसिंग मेथड पे. Ray diagram is Ariba there of
Yeah,
image
yeah.
from mirror, right? So if you have mirrors and you want to draw the image or you want to show the image of that, so there are several steps. I will try to explain those all to you one by one. That is, first of all, you have to draw the mirror. This is the mirror position, right? This is mirror position. Then what to do? The object position. Let's say here is the object position. Here is the object position. This is the position of your object. So I told you that you have to draw the image, or you have to place the image exactly in front of this object across the mirror. So how many centimeters do I have? One, two, three, four. So one, two, three, and at the fourth centimeter, I will have the image here of the same size. So this is the image. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes.
Okay. So if you want to spot this, where the image will be formed at position A, B, C, D. So it is exactly in front of mirror. One, two, three, four. Sorry, sorry. I made it a little bit away. This would be at the fourth spot here. Okay. Is it clear? Clear to everyone?
G.
Okay. Now let's say here is the observer with red eyes. ये जो तुम लोगों में पढ़ पढ़ के आंखें सुर्ख हो जाती है ना, these are the students. अब देखो, what will you do? You will draw a dotted line from image position to the center of the eyes of the observer. This is your, this was your step number one to spot it. Step number one, to draw the line from image position to the observer eyes. Is this very clear to everyone?
G, sir.
Okay. तीसरे step पे you have to make this uh, line from object position to the mirror and just make it solid. That's it. That's why I have drawn this dotted line first. Okay. So the arrows should be properly directed from object to the image. Right? Arrows कहाँ पे होने चाहिए? Arrows कहाँ पे होंगे? From object to mirror and from mirror to observer. Am I right? Is there any doubt in this one? This is your position. This is your step number three. So this is the ray tracing for single ray diagram. This is for what? For single ray diagram. Okay, ji. Hello. Are you people there?
Yes.
Okay. अब आते हैं डबल रे पे. Two rays for image formation. Actually, these are the questions which are asked to you. So I will adjust all of them. I will try my best to provide you as much solutions as possible. Okay. So this is the object, and where will be its image formed? 1, 2, 3, 4 centimeter away. 1, 2, 4 centimeter away. So it will be here. Now the observer wants to see that with the help of two ray diagrams, yani two images, two rays actually. ठीक है जी? So for this purpose, I will use this arrow, and here is the observer. Let's say the observer is at this position. Okay, ji. So when the observer is at this position, that observer is basically has to see this dot. This is your object and this is your image. So what to do? Yes, what to do? Mhm.
First.
Two rays should be drawn. One to the top of the object eyes, the second to the bottom of observer eyes. These are two rays. You have to draw them. Okay? Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now you have 2 points of intersection at the mirror. These 2 points of intersections are very important. This is intersection number one. This is intersection number two. So after this all, you will just join two positions of image over here. One at this spot, one at this spot, and you will basically make this solid again. This is your ray. That's it. That's it. Is this clear to all? So
Yes.
this is step number one, spotting. Step number two, dotted lines. Step number three, the lines from object to the mirror. Step number four, the lines from mirror to the observer eyes. Is this clear to everyone? Medina Town, Umar Street.
जी सर.
Everyone clear?
जी सर.
Okay. So अब आपके पास ना lateral inversion हो गया. There is one question I have seen in past papers that there is a console, and in that console, I mean, there is a shop, just like a shop. There is a mm, uh, yes, there is a writing chart behind, and there is a mirror in front, and there is an observer basically who is going to give the, or who is to be tested for the eyesight. ये बंदा है, okay, and the person is spotted at this position. At this position, this is, let's say, A, B, C, D. It is written here, right? And this is, this is inverted, if you remember, huh?
Yeah.
So let's say P is written over there, physics, for physics. So here will be the image of P, straight image. Am I right? ये थोड़ा सा, ओ, ओ, okay, okay, okay. Just a second, bit. This is basically P. This is inverted. This is on this side, that is on the other side. Okay, अब आपको जो question दिया गया है, actually I'm just coming towards the question. The question is, this distance is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 meters. How much that distance is? That is 7 meters. And how much distance that is? 1, 2, 3 meters. That distance is 3 meters. Okay, ji? Is this clear to everyone?
जी सर.
अब प्रॉब्लम मेरा क्वेश्चन आएगा तो तब आएगा आप लोगों को. Question is, at what distance the image will be formed? At what distance the image is formed from observer? Yes, this was a 3 mark question once and a single MCQ once. So you can consider its horribility. Okay, ji. Moving ahead. What is the distance between object and this mirror? Actually, this is mirror. I have to label that this mirror. Haji, Ariba, what is the distance between mirror and this observer? And this is the object actually.
So 7 meters.
Okay, and what is the distance between the mirror and the object?
10 meters.
ये लेके अपलोड कर ला। हाँ जी,
10
10
meters?
meters. Yes. What is the distance of the object? Distance of the object is 10 meters, right? वहां
Yeah.
ग्रीन स्क्रीन के पीछे खड़ा करो इसे, खुद भी वहां बना दो। अब प्रॉब्लम यहाँ पे आ गया, आपको मुझे बता, मैंने पूछा ऑब्जर्वर इसको कितना दूर ऑब्जर्व करेगा। सो वेयर विल बी द इमेज फॉर्म्ड, एट हाउ मच डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम द मिरर?
Mm,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 meter away. Beta, is it clear?
Yeah.
Here will be the image formed. It will be basically P will be written in this way over there. Am I right? ये बात समझ आ रही है सबको?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, that was a great question actually of his time. Its time basically. So this distance is 10 meters. So what is the distance between observer and image? That was a question. The distance between observer and image is equals to 17 meters. अब बात समझ आई है?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So that is why, how many of you are wearing the glasses, are having the defect of visions?
not me.
Oh, ये कोई भी तुम
Me.
में से? Oh, good. कभी गई हो आईसाइट टेस्ट करवाने?
Yeah, once or maybe twice.
Okay. हाँ, yes, ठीक है यहाँ पे. Once or twice means basically once you go to there, the shops are small in size. They are not 7 or 5 meters. So they have the shop of almost 2 meters to 2.5 meters. So what do? They keep the mirror at a specific distance, I mean at a reasonable distance, and the image is formed at double distance from यानी as compared to that of the shop. ये बात याद रखनी है, ठीक है? क्राकरी लेने जाते हो ना तुम लोग मार्केट में, सो देयर दे यूज टू पुट मिरर्स। आपको दिखता है कि यार ऑब्जेक्ट यहाँ पे नहीं है ना? शॉप बड़ी दिखती है ना?
Yes.
Yes, this is the problem. So whatever the size of the object, now you will see this corner of the object over here. तो आपको दिखेगा यार ओ ये तो वहां तक है, but it is not like that. So this is just an optical illusion. So is there any confusion in that mirror question? हेलो?
No.
अब बच्चों सारे आप लोग कान खोल के सुन लो. In your mirror questions, I think so that you people will have no issue at all. But if there will be any, you people have to ask me, और फिर हम लोग डिस्कस कर लेंगे. अब एक और क्वेश्चन आप लोगों को मैं बताता हूँ, that from the last 4 to 5 years, maybe more than that. That was the question, that the image was formed between two mirrors when they were placed perpendicular to each other. If there is an image of, or if there is an object, let's say here is the object, here is the object. So how its image will be formed on different positions? Its image will be, for example, here is an observer. So this observer will see the image of this from both the mirrors. कि नहीं?
Yeah.
But there is one problem. This, if until unless this image is not in such a position, ये vertical नहीं है, यानी थोड़ी सी slant इस angle पे नहीं आएगी, it would not seen by seen from mirror number 1. It would be just seen from mirror number 2. Is it clear? So
जी सर.
let's say एक चीज दिखाता हूं मैं आप लोगों को. For example, the light is reaching to this point, and from here it would be reflected at certain angle, so it will not come back, right? The light which is coming to this, it would not be just cutting the mirror. So the light which is reaching to this side, okay, let me change the color for this ray. The light which is reaching to this side, it will reflect back to this mirror, and it would reflect back to this side. Are you getting my point? And the light which is falling on this mirror straight, it would, okay, इसका भी color change कर लेता हूँ. So you people have to see all these possibilities कि आपका image बनेगा कैसे. Okay, the light ray which is passing to that point, it would reflect back to this point. आपने angle of incidence and angle of reflections को सामने रखना है. So here will be its formation. So that is why it would be very difficult to figure it out कि where the image will be formed. ये बात clear है? So that is one of the situation when you people will think कि okay, the image will be formed in these mirrors according to the angle of incidence and angle of reflection. ठीक है, उसके बाद आपके पास कुछ ऐसे भी क्वेश्चंस आए हुए. In those questions, the mirrors are placed at certain angles from each other. For example, one of the question was that the mirror is placed here. Okay, let me draw a line for that one. Let's say this is dotted. Let's say this is one of the mirror, okay, and this is another mirror. These are two parallel mirrors. Okay, ji, these are two parallel mirrors. So what do you think? What would be the behavior of the light? हाँ जाओ बैठ के कर लो कर सबको बोल दो.
Sir, I'm really confused by how you made the diagram.
Oh, okay. Hmm, forget about that. ये जो चीज मैंने आपको बताई है ना, I was just explaining it. Okay, the image will be formed only on one mirror. Oh, sorry. The image will be formed only on one mirror. Okay, and you will be able to see the image only from one mirror, not from both the mirrors. From where the rays would be reflected back. For example, the rays are reflecting back from here. So you have to see. Okay, मैं आपको इस it would be complicated, but I will. Okay, okay. Let me draw it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So image is appearing here for this one. Okay, are you getting it? And what about the lower one? It is just 1.5 down, 1.5 down. So it would be something like this. Are you agreed? This is the object.
Yeah.
So for mirror number 1, its image will be I1, and for mirror number, okay, let's say it is mirror number 2, its image is I2. So what about this observer? This observer will see these images in different formations. Like for example, if I tell you that the light ray coming from this and this, I'm just drawing it from the head, okay, to make to save the time. So head of the image will be seen from here, and head of this image would be seen here. Okay, let me change the color for this one. ये देखो, इसका head इसको कैसे देखेगा? Once the image is coming, light is coming from there, and once the light is coming from this point. Are you getting it? So for this image, the head of this object would be reflecting the light in this way. So this is the image formation for this one, first one. And similarly, for the second one, you will draw the image in this way. You will join the head over here, and head over here. That is it. So you will see that there are two images formed, and these two images are formed in different formats, and these two different formats are, ये देखो, one is the spot here, one is a spot here, one is a spot here, one is a spot here. So the observer will see the head of this image reflected back from mirror 1, position number 1 and position number 2, and observer will see the head of this object reflected back from mirror number 2 from position 1 and position 2. So that's it. That is the image formation of this one. So is it clear to you now? So never ever change the rule. Once you will not change the rule, you will never be betrayed. ये बात समझ आ रही है?
जी.
Okay. So moving onward. Oh, बहुत complication हो गई है. I would be moving towards lenses तो नहीं होंगे अभी. Okay. So now if you people have any of the question in your mind related to your image formation from mirror, कोई question तुम लोगों को जहन में आ रहा है तो आप लोग पूछ सकते हो. Yes, come on. Any question?
No.
बस अब तुम लोग क्वेश्चन अगर नहीं है तो फिर there should not be any single question from you which would not be answered. Mirror is the only topic for today. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, जी? See you then, inshallah.
Inshallah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. किसी का क्वेश्चन नहीं है वाकई में? डर गए हो सारे क्या?
नहीं, बाकी नहीं है.
बाकी तो छोड़ गए हैं और तुम और अरीबा रह गई हो बस.